Hello, welcome to Tiny Talks with Jolie from A Hippie's Lullaby. I'm here with
Divine Calypso.
Divine Calypso. You guys like to introduce yourselves?
My name is Sam Hagigi.
My name is Sam Caceres.
My name is Jesse Gonzalez.
I'm Matt.
We're here in Fort Worth where they just played their show. I'm going to be asking them a few questions. With 3 albums and 1 EP released over just 2 years, it's clear that you all have a strong passion for your craft. How did your band come together, and when did you decide to pursue this seriously?
Okay, so like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I was in another band. It was okay. He was in it too. So after we broke up, I started my own band, and our first album, I started writing it like just by myself in my apartment. And then this dude hit me up and was like, "Hey, I'm trying to start a band." So I was like, "Let's just play together." And then he was also there. He wasn't there.
Well, explain how y'all knew each other already.
All right.
So are you familiar with School Rock?
Yeah.
We were in School Rock together when we were like, what, 12?
Okay, no, that is true.
Okay, actually, I moved to Texas.
He's talking about me, Sam, not you, Sam.
Oh.
But you can tell your side. So yeah, then Matt reached out to Sam, and then we
What's that, a year into y'all being a band?
Oh yeah, I mean we were in School Rock together. We were in a punk rock band called Nell actually, as middle schoolers. Yeah, don't.
No, put it in there, bro.
Yeah, you can take this. But yeah, so yeah, I just reached out to him, and then we started the band. He's my cousin. He didn't play the bass at all before this band, actually.
I mean, I did a little bit. His dad taught me a little bit of bass, and then my dad taught me a little bit of guitar. And then he asked me if I want to be part of the band, and then we all came together, us three.
The rest is history.
What ways do you express your creativity differently, and how does that impact your music?
I was a SoundCloud rapper before I joined this band, and I kind of like grew up, and I wanted to try something new. I knew how to play the drums, and think that I play very aggressively, very loudly, very fast, and I think that's kind of my approach to the drums. That's what I think that I add to the band a lot, and also my amazing, beautiful screaming voice.
Creatively, I like to find sounds that resonate with me. I especially like to do that through the use of an acoustic guitar. But yeah, sometimes you'll come up with shit that isn't acoustic, So yeah, like creatively, I just look for inspiration in different ways,
All right, so back to his rap career. I was his producer, so I learned on Logic Pro X, and I learned how to produce all of his beats and stuff like that. I learned all the drums, and a lot of that influence comes from that. And I put it into my bass playing and all the music, and it gives me like more of like a wide understanding of music. So, sure.
For me, so I like usually for like a lot of our songs, I'll like kind of come up with an idea and then present it to the band. So I just kind of like try to channel as much like depression as possible in coming up with our riffs, and then that kind of translates into like sad riffs and lyrics, and then kind of goes from there.
Who are your biggest influences?
Ooh. So I try to have as much of a wide range of influence as possible. My like number one, probably of all time, is King Gizzard. Obviously. They're the goats. They kind of pioneered like the idea of like not being stuck into like one sound and kind of just pushing the boundaries as much as possible. So we're trying to kind of like channel a little bit of that. Outside of that, I really fuck with Billy Strings, bluegrass music, and then just like I really like Title Fight. Title Fight is really good. I like that type of shit. Yeah.
All right. So like when I first started playing bass, my early influences were like Rush. I really liked Rush, so like Geddy Lee. And then like when I was really young, I grew up on Beatles, so a lot of influence from that. And then like another influence, my dad, obviously, I would have to say.
Yeah, our fathers, they also play music. They taught us. Some of my influences, just like the 60s, psych rock legends, fucking Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, all of those people. Yeah, and more modern day, love Ty Segall, obviously, singing, playing the drums, fucking legend. I love Billy Strings as well, legend. Yeah, that's pretty much my kind of process through this band. Those are my inspirations.
Oh yeah, the classic '60s, psych rock, everything they said. Currently, I've been listening to Elliott Smith and Unknown Mortal Orchestra.
Hell yeah.
Check out Elliott Smith's first album, and then listen to Unknown Mortal Orchestra, any album you want to.
Can we expect any new projects in the near future?
So we got one album coming real soon, and this is our killer album. It's our best album yet. The production is going to be the best yet. The songwriting is the best yet. Everything about it. You got to check out this album, all right? You got anything to say about it?
The album is called Lost Dogs. Most likely that's due to change, but we don't know yet. There's the title drop for everybody. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be fast, very punk rock, very heavy. You're also gonna have your emo stuff in there as well. I think Matt wants to say something.
The only other thing I will point out, everything we played tonight, if there's any videos you might see from the show, everything we played tonight was on this album. So if you like it, please check us out. It would mean a lot. Yeah.
You guys are on all streaming platforms, right?
Yes,
Okay.
everything.
It's so cool that you guys run a recording studio for local artists. How did that come to fruition?
So I've been kind of building like my home studio since I was like 16 to 18, because I've always like really appreciated artists that kind of just do everything themselves. I think that's super cool. So I wanted to do that. So I started with the Scarlet I2 represent Scarlet Heads. You got to start there. And now we just kind of like every couple months we add a new piece of gear. So now we kind of have like a full setup to record like our whole band, and like all of our recordings since just after the first album have been through that. Yeah.
So yeah, our studio is essentially the culmination of Matt's stuff and my stuff together. You record anybody that wants to record with us. We'll do the first song for free.
First song free.
Come out. We
free.
love to record anybody who wants to make some music with us. So yeah, reach out. Calypso Crib on Instagram.
Last question. How do you feel Calypso Crib has affected your sense of community with the local scene?
It's awesome to be able to record other artists. We haven't had very much recently, but we've recorded a few bands around Denton. Yeah, I think it's awesome, provided for the community in Denton. If you want cheap recordings for now, come out.
Is there anything else that you would like to add for anyone who might be watching?
What's our next show? April 10th, Rubber Gloves. We'll be there. I don't remember what venue the 4th is at. But we're playing with Labels again.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, this has been Tiny Talks with Jolie.
Woo! Woo!